Thank you. Thanks, Joe. That was great. That was great, Joe. Thank you. How does this make you feel, this picture? Yeah, it makes my legs wobble. Definitely. And it makes me feel out my comfort zone, and that's what I'm going to be talking about tonight, and my journey climbing mountains, going outside my comfort zone, and what I've learned from it. The comfort zone it's the very familiar place to lots of people. It's you're safe, everything's familiar, and there's no effort needed. That you can just sit there in your comfort zone and enjoy things. You know, there's nothing awkward about that. But the real magic happens, actually, when you leap outside your comfort zone. And the main question there is, what if I can? You'll notice there that I've also put just a little red ring around the outside of that, which is the panic zone, or the out-of-control zone, which you don't want to go into. So, where did it all start for me? It started here in the Peak District near Sheffield. And this is the outdoors that I was very close to, went here a lot. This is Carl's Walk, just outside Sheffield. Low stuff, but it gave me a taste for the outdoors, and it gave me a start. Then a friend said, come and do Snowdon in Wales. So not only was it just Snowdon up the easy way, but said, no, we're going to go through Crib Goch, this ridge along the top there. And you can see it's not the easiest of routes to get up Snowdon. But a friend said, I know you can. And that's a really important part of working outside your comfort zone, is something you having faith in you. So I then started saying, well, I want to do some more mountains. So of course I started doing these things called the Munros. It's a mountain really that's anything over 3,000 feet. 6 in England, 13 in Ireland, 15 in Wales. How many in Scotland, anyone?
282.
Yeah. There's a pedant for you. 282, yes, but there's 284 in the old style, which is what I'm going for, and I'm trying to get most of them. The blue ones there you can see are the ones I've done, and the red ones are still to do. There's 20 to do. So I'm making a public commitment that I'm going to finish in September, and one of them is a really difficult one called the Inaccessible Pinnacle. This is Patagonia in South Wales. I've got a taste for doing something a bit more, invited on a trek. Again, somebody saying, I know you can do this. So did this trek in Patagonia. The most difficult thing was actually getting there, but also did it in kilt. And I've learned a lot about wearing kilts since then. The Kilimanjaro was my next adventure, and you can see the difference there between Kilimanjaro and what Ben Nevis is at 1,344 meters. So it's quite a lot higher. I was scared about doing this. This was outside my comfort zone. And the thing that really helped me was the guide and the group. It's a bit of a blurry picture, but you can see in the bottom left, right-hand corner where the tent in which this briefing is taking place. And Rolf Oostra, you can Google the video Rolf's Final Briefing, is telling us all about what would happen in case we got into difficulty. There was a rescue, and that really helps when you're going to go out your comfort zone. So I made it, and again, climbed it in a kilt, as the most of us did. Kilts to Kilimanjaro, and you can see me there at the end, all dusted up and all that sort of stuff. Having done this, it was a really tough gig climbing this particular mountain. 19,500 feet. Here's some comparisons, and you can see Ben Nevis just for scale there, and some of the other things that I've done. Mont Blanc I haven't done, but Kilimanjaro, Mera Peak, Cotopaxi there in South America, and Everest would be in my out-of-control zone, by the way. I'm not going to go and do anything like Everest, it's just too much. So this is Mera Peak, the mountain in Nepal I climbed. It took 11 days to get up this. And all the time, a really good guide and a really good team encouraging each other, because this was a really, really tough mountain to climb up. And that's an important part, is having that leader help you. Also, outside your comfort zones, going to the loo at 19,500 feet. It's a bit of an experience, I can tell you, when it's minus 27 degrees. But you still go outside. It's better than going in your tent. So, anyway, there are other things about the lack of oxygen. There's just everything that you need to know about going outside. But made it. And this is on top of Merah Peak, and that's Everest in the background, for those that might notice that. It's just magic. It is worth all the work, all the hard stuff, all going outside your comfort zone, and it was, because it's less than 50% oxygen up there. It's a really tough gig, but just making that effort. But also, somebody got into trouble at the top, and we had to get them down quick, and it was that rehearsed rescue. And we managed to get the person down. They had pneumonia, but we got a helicopter rescue for them. And that was a real safe thing for all of us. Whilst it was a bit of a tough thing to do, we got prepared. And that helps when you're going out your comfort zone. So here we go to South America. This is a classic volcano mountain called Cotopaxi. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous mountain. You'll notice the picture at the bottom of that is somebody digging an avalanche pit. And near the top, the guide dug an avalanche pit and told us to get off because there was going to be an avalanche. So we did. It was a quick rescue. This is the Angel Falls. I made a public commitment 25 years ago to my wife to take her to the Angel Falls because I proposed at Victoria Falls. And we went there, despite it being quite dangerous, 24,000 murders a year in Venezuela, but we took advice on how to do it the best way. And by doing that, we managed to climb another mountain called Roraima. And this is Edgar Rice Burroughs' The Land That Time Forgot. That's where he based it. It's nowhere like this in the world. It's just magic when you go out your comfort zone, which Venezuela was. But I can tell you the rewards are just brilliant. Here's a summary of all the things from all of that that I'm not going to read through, apart from the very last one, which is another very useful technique when you're thinking of going outside your comfort zone and you need that little tip, JFDI. Just do it. Thank you.